Oh, so bright. So this one here, his name is Gunner. And he's going to be disappearing in about, what, half an hour maybe?
Something like that.
But we are getting a crazy thunderstorm, so we'll see. He's such a cutie. He's such a cutie.
This is the sweetest one out of
And how heavy
one.
was he? 16 pounds?
16, no, not this one. This one was bigger. I gotta find this puppy book.
You want to eat the puppy? Want to eat the puppy, Proxy?
No, 16 pounds.
You little Parker. Can't believe Proxy was heavier at this time.
Proxy was all fur. She probably had a pound of dirt on her.
That could be it. Holy vapey in here. Proxy, is your friend going? The people picking up this puppy drove all the way from Saskatchewan. That's like 10 hours of driving for a puppy. That's crazy, but they should be here any minute now. They're in town. They're just trying to find her place hidden in the middle of nowhere. Say da. Are you watching your puppies go away? She's watching them going to the new home. I don't want to show the new people, but Seda seems a little upset. Wow, I can see through the camera so much better. I know you don't want to look at your camera, but I can see.
That's way better. Shit, give me the camera.
No, you don't want to do that. Okay, so today is now, what is it, Saturday? Friday, I mean, was just raining like crazy. So, got some stuff here to tear apart if I want to keep any of this wood. The latch mechanism may be there. Of course, those heavy-duty hinges. I might just keep that gate. That's all going to the garbage. So let's tore down all this stuff here. Ripped it down with the tractor, so I'm sure of it. Some metal staples went flying everywhere. So I'll have to look through here, maybe play with the metal detector. Got a good stump there to get out of the ground. But this area here, we're going to actually be building probably a 12 by 20 greenhouse. That is the idea for right in here, just up on this hill. Probably start there, go this way. Not too sure yet, but that might be a little bit of a later on project. So I'll do a garden update probably later on today. Maybe it'll be a separate video because, you know, starting to get a little bit close to the end. So I can't believe that goat poop hasn't disappeared. Literally still there. I mean, what, they've been gone for 2 years now? So this area here, I gotta mow all this down, clean it up a bit. Forgot to put that muffler inside. Grasshopper? Flying grasshopper. Okay, well, everything's still nice and wet from the rain we just got. And I'm talking like we got 75 millimeters of rain. So, and of course, I asked Logan to pull the sticks out of here. That never happened whatsoever, as you guys can tell. So this area here again is pretty good. A little bit soft up here. Look at this, hey? But up here it's nice and packed down. It's still a little bit soft, but I mean it's nowhere near as soft as normal ground. So the plan for this weekend, finish digging. I do gotta come back here and I want to dig this little bit of last area up to about this corner here. So pretty much from there to there. Get this corner done. And this is going to actually end up being the end of the building here. That's why it has to be dug. Because if I pour cement, or if I even go a gravel floor, I don't want these roots in there. Anything that could possibly crack the cement. So, and then I'm going to stop right underneath this pile. Because I got to leave a decent amount of clearance in between here. Tent sheds might need to be taken down to build the building. We'll see. All depends if I find a company to do it or if I do it myself. Still unsure about how big I want to make it, so that's the problem. So I'm going to just start by doing this, and we'll go from there. I don't think I'll be filming any of it this time. It's hard trying to do it myself. You guys can't see that, but that's about 2.5 feet down, maybe 3 feet down. And a huge ass stump there
just came out of it. I ended up breaking my weight bin. So see it here, but the strap that holds the weight bin up broke, taking the stump out. So I'm gonna have to tie that up, and maybe I'll just modify it to sit a little bit higher. But wow, that's pretty big. Whew. Stop for a little bit of a break. Well, so far 3 puppies are gone, 2 more to go, and then the last one we're delivering, and it's quite a few hours away, but you guys will see who that one's going to. But gotta do some work on the tractor. Weight bin kind of fell apart. Not really fell apart, but the second arm for it right here, it decided to break. You can see half of it was already cracked, so half of it's a clean break, half of it's an old break. So yeah, not too big of a deal. I think I'm going to try chains to hold it. If I put the chains in, I don't know. Yeah, chain should allow it to swing a little bit better, because what's happening now is the weight bin's going until it hits this. So I'm thinking I might actually take a chain and actually drill a hole into the weight bin itself. Oh no, it'll still hit then. I don't know. We'll see. It'll focus. I just kind of want it to be able to swing more when I hit stuff instead of jamming up everything. So I got lots of root balls to remove out of here. I'm not worrying about anything that's small, like that size. You can see that's very tiny. I've been stacking them up at the front there, so those ones will be removed. That one. So this big clump here, it's kind of knocking the crap off that, and I got lots more to bring here. I got probably close to 10 yards of this that has been sitting in a pile behind the tarp shed that's going to be dragged onto here. So you can see how much lower it is, or maybe you can't. So well, let's try to find this. That's a little bit of a high spot right here. That's all low. But I think if I hold my camera, it doesn't even really show up. But where I'm standing here versus over there is a good almost 8 inches to a foot difference. So if I took out the laser level here, I'd be able to see it, but it looks like a hole now. It's kind of funny. So mind you, I did remove quite a few stumps, but we'll see. I don't know how well that's going to hold, but got it chained up. You hear that chain? Makes music. Those bolts, not the highest grade. We'll see. This pin is just in there loose to stop it from the chain popping through there, but that's pretty tight. I don't think it will happen because it's actually pulling the arms that way too. We'll see. It's not quite sitting the straightest right now, but what can I do? It's sitting way higher than it did before, that's for sure. Try it out, see what happens. Well, this is the pile of fill here that I'm using. The hill used to come up to about where I am right now. You can kind of see the sides of it. It's probably close to 15 yards here, and I already got about 8 yards laid out. A lot of this is from when I dug this area down, and of course I was using some of this already, but I'm gonna finish taking pretty much all of this. There's a bee nest in it somewhere, so that kind of sucks a little bit. I'm gonna be leaving the milkweed area there. Don't wanna kill all the butterflies. So, and then after that, you can see there's quite a few logs in here I'll have to pick through. But after that, gravel will go on top. Nice and sunny back there. And then what the hell is all that about, eh? Just starting to drizzle a little bit, so it's getting pretty good. Okay. Got a few more roots to remove. Again, I'm not worried about digging it right here because no matter what, there's going to be a little bit of a trench dug across here to get the water out of the inside there. It's got a few of these guys to remove. It's like pretty big. But gotta go through here, clean it up a bit. Again, I didn't worry about digging along that edge there because the building's not going to be up to this edge. Believe it or not, I have not measured this yet to find out how big this opening is to decide on the size. And of course, I'm not worried about leveling, like which side's higher than the other. That's going to be done on when I get more gravel hauled in. All that shit has to be taken out. Whew. Oh.
beer burps. Okay, well, I guess I'll start playing around in here, moving in some gravel once I get some of these roots out of here. Well, like I thought, definitely need some more sand, but it gives me a good idea now. Sun's right in the way to get a good shot of this, but there you guys go. Tomorrow is going to be ripping off these trees here and continuing. It is pretty mucky over here. Just got a bunch of rain. This has never been packed down yet, so look at that, hey? I don't know how well this stuff's going to pack. And that clay, yeah, it gets pretty bad when it's wet, you could say. So I will probably be getting a little bit better gravel on this after. Okay. Probably need about another 40 yards in here. There's 30 right now, roughly in here right now.
You're going to a special house. Yeah, you. We're going to keep this one. But I said, no, we can't. So this puppy is the very last one. And she's going to a special house. All the other puppies are gone. But you. But you. Don't worry. You'll have a good house.
Whew. Okay, so it's very windy today. Just back to do a little bit more work out here. Just went into the city and bought a few. So I gotta finish cleaning up that mess right there. Got some trees to pull in the garden. And next weekend we're going to get another 40 yards of gravel. This stuff is packing nicely. Even the front of the driveway, it's very solid. So I'm going to pull this tree today and cut that trail kind of on a nice angle there. So this tree and a few other trees are going to go. There's a couple stumps in there to remove too, but got to get this tree down and a few other things. And of course it's still low on this end, that's why I need more gravel. Well, just transplanting a few trees. If I can pick them up out of the ground with the bucket, the whole pile will get transplanted. This tree here, I don't see any big roots that I cut, so you never know. Worth trying. So I'm gonna stick her over here. That's a baby one that's actually just started coming in this year. This one here, we transplanted this one earlier, and that one there, even though it looks sad, should be good. Look at the ones I transplanted just last weekend. They're already stone dead. But those ones were ripped right out of the roots. So, but I mean, those ones up front are doing pretty good. So we'll see. Ooh, look, the old big wheel mini bike just went by. Big fat tire one. That's cool. I think I'll put this guy right here. We'll see.
I brought you a Kool-Aid pouch.
Ooh, fancy, fancy. Oh, I really doubt that one's going to survive, but that one over there died. Those ones all survived that we transplanted already, but just trying to fill in the spot where they killed it when they put it in the well. So just trying to fill in that opening. We'll see if that survives. What, you want to come be a horde doggy? You want to come play? No, you don't want to play? What? It's all new to you still? Oh, you're so cute. Don't you pee on my shoe. He's like, I would never do that. Don't you go in there. I don't know. You're no slow. Oh, did you just fall in the hole? Aw. That wasn't even that big of a hole. I guess my leveling skills aren't that good. This one's going to a buddy of mine. Well, just decided to blast out that corner there. There's about a bunch of trees there. They're all pushed into a pile, but okay. I'm done. So, after doing all that work with the loader, I got a few things I need to fix soon. I'm starting to get some cracks right here. You guys can see it right there. It's just starting to split, so if I fix that, look at these bulges here. It's not really showing up on a camera, but
You see dirt got under there and it's actually bulging up the metal. So I'll have to take a pressure washer, clean that out, or a pick, re-weld it up. Also got a crack on this side here too, same idea. Is that even showing up on camera? Most likely. This is all dented in from pushing down too many times, I guess. And the whole loader assembly is starting to get pretty loose. You guys see that? And what's happening is, from it slamming side to side, it actually, the bottom of this tank here seems to be leaking. I don't think it's a hose, but I'll try to wiggle it again here. So technically, that bolt there, I did try to tighten that once before and it wouldn't tighten up, but I'm pretty sure it came loose now, so that might tighten up, solve that issue. It's also loose on the other side. So I got a few things to do. So I got the weight bin all chained up. I can actually make it wag its tail. It doesn't matter where that sits, kind of in the middle position. Weight bin is so much better being that high off the ground. So seems to be pretty good. I was kind of worried about what's happening here. You see the chain there? It's starting to pull the chain through. So if that chain pulls through, then weight bin's going to drop down. This side's pretty good. See, this side I was smart enough to put this pin in, but it looks like I should have probably put one here, and I'll catch it. So a few things I'll need to do to it later on. Not too big of a deal, but other than that, it's been running and working great. Well, that's where I'm going to end this video. See what I get into next weekend. Gotta go drop off a puppy up north. Well, what's it going to be like altogether? 5 hours of driving. So that'll be next week's video.